Welcome back to the channel. I am Snooze, and this is Forza Horizon 5, or the disaster piece that is posing as a Forza installation. You be the judge. This is my first attempt at this new format, and I hope that it goes well. For our first race, we're pitted against a Bone Shaker, which I think is the most overpowered vehicle in Forza Horizon 5 right now. I'm running my Portofino 18 rally build. It's spec'd out to the top of S. It's available on Forza Horizon if you want to download it. You may make your own decisions after watching this video. This segment, if I remember correctly, was a lot of this Bone Shaker pulling away from the group, and you know, I just want you to understand that the Bone Shaker is drastically overpowered in a straight line. It's so overpowered in a straight line that you can ride the walls and nothing happens. There you see the speed 12 overtaking me. This was kind of like a three-way duel between myself, the speed 12, and the Bone Shaker. As you can see, whenever it gets twisty, the Bone Shaker gets closer, but every time it straightens out, that Bone Shaker just gets way far into the distance, and he just rides the outside wall. Like, he doesn't steer at all. A couple of situations where I clipped the outside wall, granted, but not anywhere near on the level that this guy is abusing the track limitations and the collision physics to get ahead. Not much to say about the middle part of the race. As you can see, I'm kind of catching them up just by driving normally, following the racing line. This turn is always a little awkward because the surface transitions there from tarmac to dirt. Got a little bit too much energy going into that turn, but and this one. Oof. But that just shows you, I mean, this car, all-wheel drive on rally tires, is amazingly fast. I thought for a second there that I may have missed the checkpoint, but apparently that counted. If there's one downside to this car that I could say, it's that it's kind of like, it's almost too light. You know, Ferrari make a really nice road car. In these mixed surface races, you kind of want something with weight and with speed. That way it gets better traction. But yeah, third place against a speed 12. The guy was rated way higher than I was, and a Bone Shaker. Again, it's available now. You can see that there's only 2 seconds worth of difference between me and the leader there. Nobody else was close to any of us. Second race of 3 was at Caldera. It's a pretty tricky dirt course with a lot of low-speed turns. A car that isn't sorted in suspension typically does not do well here. Just using a bog standard Xbox Elite controller on this one. Nothing fancy. PC copy of the game. It starts out everybody just kind of, you know, goes through each other and rides the wall. But immediately I pull away from the pack. Although I can't quite get into position to make a move on the lead. Bone Shaker there missing a checkpoint, getting sent back to 10th place. Take a little bit too much energy into that one, and I get punished for it. And these rocks, they slow you down on the first lap. There's no way around it. Whoever comes through those rocks first is going to get all of the energy absorption. Going a little deeper into the braking zone. It's a really awkward turn because it's positively balanced, but it's downhill on the way in and uphill on the way out. Narrowly avoiding checkpoint jail there. Just trying to feather the throttle through this fast section. Not make the same mistake I did on the first lap. As you can see, the Speed 12 really is kind of pulling away here. That thing is just a monster on the straights. Overbraked going into that turn. There's really nobody in competition with this thing other than that Speed 12. And I'm not driving this thing perfectly. Like, I'm sure that somebody who's a much better driver than I am could probably get more out of this build. There, just clip the shack, just a millimeter, and it just takes all the energy out of that turn. But I still finished second. And this brings us to our third of 3 in the series, where we're trying to chase down the Bone Shaker and Speed 12. You can see they're in last and second to last place there, starting off. Off the line, just watch the comparison against the Celica. It's just going back. And now it's gone. You're gonna see the Speed 12 and the Bone Shaker just carrying massive amounts of energy into the turn. There's nothing I could do here even if I wasn't ghosted. I concentrate on a good exit here as we get off tarmac and onto the dirt. Bone Shaker clips the wall there, and I just barely get that checkpoint. It's got Puma trying to pass me on the inside. Not quite leaving me the space, but I don't fight him over it because I don't want to get pushed off a checkpoint. Just gonna let him go. He's gonna miss the checkpoint up ahead anyway. Get a little bit physical there with the Bone Shaker, but I don't think that that was too dirty. Of course, you'll have to be the judge. Let me know if you think that was too dirty in the comment section. It's a sprint race, you know, like point to point, people tend to lose sight of what's coming up in terms of the turns. I mean, I personally lose sight of it, just that's why I have the racing line pulled up, but generally people will do very well in the straights, and then once they hit those twisty bits, those quick chicanes or those hairpins in the middle of the circuit, that's when the pack kind of splits apart. And for a car that you don't see chosen in these kind of races, I think we're doing okay. We've got a commanding grip on third with 2 higher ranked drivers ahead. To be honest, I don't harbor a grudge against Bone Shaker drivers, I just don't understand how sacrificing form and skill in the pursuit of winning equals fun. Now granted, I'm not an expert at this game, but I think finding cars to build out and race is part of that fun, and to each their own. Coming up on a very slow section right before the end. Got a quick left-hander and then a couple of right-handers. All in all, not bad. Finished third. Again, this tune is available for download if you want it. Check Valor Unlimited gamertag for the tune, and if you want, go ahead and follow me, subscribe on YouTube, smash that like button. No, I'm not saying that because that's stupid. But if you want to see more videos like this, just let me know.